Cordless has replaced corded for most tools, but SDS drills and breakers, well, that's where batteries could really start to struggle. Now, Makita believe that their 40V XGT platform is powerful enough to completely replace corded performance, but obviously that is quite a bold claim. So let's actually break that down. I'm going to take a look at Makita's 40V SDS drills and breakers, what they do, who they're for, and whether they're actually worth the extra money. As more sites move away from generators and cords, cordless tools are being pushed harder than ever. But SDS drilling and demolition, this places very different demands on tools. This work isn't about short bursts of power, it's sustained load, high impact energy, heat and vibration over long periods of time. So that's why Makita developed the 40V XGT platform. It's been designed specifically to handle this level of demand. Now, it's not designed to simply replace existing 18V tools, it's built to take on work that was traditionally reserved for corded machines. For trades working daily in concrete, masonry and demolition, 40V is designed to deliver consistent power under load, improved runtime and reduced operator fatigue. Now, it's worth noting that Makita's 40V tools do sit at a higher price point than their 18V equivalents, but there is good reason for that. So with the XGT platform being engineered for high demand applications, the batteries have to support this. The 40V batteries use more cells and deliver higher sustained current. And this allows tools to maintain power under load without rapid voltage drops. So that's obviously a massive bonus for these batteries. Inside the tools themselves, SDS drills and breakers in the 40V range are built with more robust motors, heavier gearing, and they've got improved cooling systems. So this does add cost, but it delivers longer run times, consistent performance, and less downtime on site. It's also worth mentioning that the XGT ecosystem is also newer and smaller than Makita's long-established 18V LXT range, so production volumes are lower, which then does influence the price point. In short, 40V costs more because it's designed to replace corded performance in demanding applications, not just to slightly improve light-duty cordless tools. So of course, those aren't the only options in Makita's current 40V SDS and breaker lineup. They've got options that cover everything from precision drilling right the way through to heavy-duty demolition. Each tool is designed for a specific type of site work, and this will allow trades to choose the right tool for them. So let's take a look at some examples of these. So this one here is the HR007G SDS Plus Rotary Hammer Drill. Now this sits right at the end of Makita's 40V range that's used for controlled drilling. It's designed for trades who spend full days drilling fixings, anchors and service holes in concrete and in masonry. So to handle that kind of constant use, it runs an SDS Plus system with 3 joules of impact energy, giving fast, consistent drilling without sacrificing any control at all. Now, when you do hit reinforcement or hidden obstructions like rebar, active feedback sensing technology steps in. So this will shut down the tool if rotation suddenly slows, and that will just help reduce the risk of a really bad kickback. Also, the control feeling that you get when using this is backed up by anti-vibration technology as well. So this, in partnership with the constant speed control, this will work together to reduce fatigue during repeated drilling cycles. All of that makes it a strong fit for electricians, installers and general construction trades who need accuracy and comfort as much as just outright power. Also worth mentioning that it does also feature Makita's Auto Start Wireless System, or frequently known as AWS. This will allow it to help switch a compatible dust extractor on and off to help keep work areas cleaner and safer while you're using it. So overall, this is definitely a step up from your 18V models. It's for when drilling stops becoming occasional and becomes more of a full-time task. So now let's take a look at this. This is the HM001G. So this moves us firmly into demolition territory, and it's designed as a cordless alternative to mid-range mains breakers. So it uses an SDS Max system, and it's built for chiseling, chasing and breaking concrete rather than drilling. So this makes it well suited to strip out and renovation work. To keep it manageable during longer periods of use, constant speed control and anti-vibration in this one as well as in that one that I mentioned before. So this anti-vibration housing will help to reduce fatigue while you're using it. When the tool isn't under load, a soft no-load function automatically reduces motor speed. So this will help to suppress vibration and improve overall control. On top of that, it's got multi-bit angle settings and variable speed selection, so this will allow the tool to be adapted to different materials and working positions when you're on site. For trades carrying out regular demolition work, but wanting the freedom and flexibility of cordless operation, this is where Makita's 40V platform really starts to outperform traditional battery systems. So now I want to talk to you about that massive breaker, so I might need to clear a bit of space. So this big boy, this is the top of the range. This is the HM004G. So this shows what cordless demolition can now actually achieve. It's effectively an 80V tool because it runs on these two 40V XGT batteries. So these will work together and deliver performance comparable to proper heavy-duty mains breakers. With up to 72.8 joules of impact energy, it's built for large-scale demolition, roadworks and structural braking where you really need that outright power that this can provide. Even at that huge level of output, it remains really controlled thanks to the anti-vibration design and built-in safety systems that come with it. Adding AWS compatibility and constant rotation control, it's designed to stay manageable on demanding jobs, not just powerful. So this is the tool aimed squarely at professionals who previously had no real option beyond corded or petrol-powered equipment for high-output demolition work. Right, I'm going to put it back down. In real-world use, the differences between 18V and 40V becomes most noticeable when tools are put under sustained load. So 18V platforms, they're still ideal for lighter SDS drilling, occasional concrete work and general site tasks where portability and weight matter most. And for many trades, they comfortably cover the majority of daily work. Now, where 40V comes into its own is on deeper or repeated drilling, prolonged chiselling and breaking dense concrete. Really, it's for anywhere that maintaining power over time really matters, instead of peaking early and fading. 40V tools will continue to deliver consistent performance right through your job. For many professionals, the most practical setup is going to be running both platforms side by side. You can use your 18V tool for routine work and then step up to your 40V tool when the job demands sustained power for concrete and demolition work. Basically, you've just got to find out what works for you. So Makita's 40V SDS drills and breakers are built for serious concrete and demolition work, as I've mentioned. When 18V tools start to struggle, this is the level of performance that you're going to need to move to. Of course, you can find any of the tools that I've shown here today at its.co.uk.